The 60% rule for flush mounting is for mechanical engineers who have gotten stung by receiving custom parts and enclosures only to realize that their flush mounted fasteners are either spinning or the parts are too tightly fitted before it's even secured. We see this DFM roadblock all of the time, and it's a design latency that stalls your project, and it usually comes down to one thing: understanding the 60% rule. Let me explain. So when you're designing for flush mounting, meaning you're going to want your screws or standoffs to sit perfectly level with the surface of the material, you have to use a countersink. Now, here's the catch. With thinner materials, if you sink that fastener too deep, you're going to leave what's sometimes called a knife edge at the bottom. Now, this is going to weaken the material and make it much more difficult to control the diameter of the through hole. The 60% rule is going to be your safeguard for this. The rule states that your countersunk depth should never exceed 60% of the material's total thickness. This leaves a 40% land, a flat vertical section of the hole, to ensure structural integrity and a secure fit. Now, your first instinct might be to just use thicker material, and in certain situations this is going to be your simplest solution. However, this decision is going to add weight, increase cost, and more critically reduce internal clearances for your components. So in complex assemblies, every millimeter is going to count. Here's an expert DFM tip that lets you minimize material thickness efficiently. Depending on your assembly, you can sometimes ignore this rule. If the threaded hole below your panel has a built-in chamfer or a slight recess, you can allow the countersunk head to sink slightly deeper to allow for a more flushed assembly. Now, our goal at ProtoCase and ProtoSpace MFG is to eliminate these latencies that do keep you from hitting your project deadlines. So we're going to want you to understand this 60% rule, which means fewer design revisions and a faster path from your screen to a fully finished and well-functioning product. And if you are ready to start quoting your next project, please check out our online instant quoter tool, linked in the description below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.